Alrighty, so audio seems good. My audio is good. Stream seems to be... Oh, I forgot to do just one more thing. I always forget to do this. Okay, let me give my glasses a little wipe and then we will get a new stream underway. These ones are tough to clean. I need to really deep clean these things. Alright, that's not bad. Okay, well hey, what's going on everyone? EnteR ChatZ MaN here, and today I'm going to be starting another new stream. Now that I'm done with God of War, I kind of wanted to play something else that came out while I was playing God of War that I was kind of interested in. It's a little game called Pentiment, which this was a Gamepass game that recently came out, and it's made by Obsidian. If you don't know Obsidian, they are a pretty big developer. They I think some of their people sprung off from Bethesda many years ago, but they've made games such as, what was it, The Outer Worlds one and the next one. They made, oh man, put myself on the spot, I can't remember the other big RPG series they made. I mean, of course everyone knows, well, not everyone, they made Fallout New Vegas, which is another big one that they're known for. And they made some big RPG series. Oh, I can't believe I can't think of the name. But anyways, they're very well known. Honestly, right now they may be Microsoft's best developer in terms of putting out quality games, seeing as how Microsoft hasn't been doing that a heck of a whole lot lately. But this is definitely one I was interested in. I know since the announcement of Outer Worlds 2, a lot of people had thought that before this game's announcement that Obsidian was working on some big crazy RPG that they had been kind of letting on about. And as it turns out, when they announced this, people were like, oh, that? And for some reason, I was just like, oh, okay. I'm digging some weird medieval point-and-click adventure, so I don't know. What do you say we go ahead and dive in? Just double-check everything I've got going on here. This may be my first game I've played PC-oriented. I find it hard to believe I haven't done a PC game, but this is technically through Gamepass, so I don't know. I figured why not? Let's go ahead and try and, do a point-and-click game with PC. Alright, so easy read fonts. This game uses stylized fonts and writing effects that may be difficult for some readers. The Easy Read Fonts option improves legibility by disabling some of the fonts and writing effects. Use stylized fonts. Use easy read fonts. I'm gonna go full experience. Let's do it. Let's do the stylized. Now, I don't think they didn't give me a difficulty. Oh, does it already want me to do something? Yeah. Move stone, press stone. Oh, this is weird. Okay, this is interesting. Is this how they erased stuff back in the day? They just used a stone? Xbox Game Studios presents super thirsty. Pentiment! I don't know what to expect from this game at all. I know it got very high reviews, so I'm very curious. I would love for this to be my game of the year and jump over all these other crazy AAA games. Josh Sawyer, I know he was the big honcho behind this game. Actually, I think he might be the head of Obsidian, but I'm not sure. An artist sleeps, an artist's mind. And the abbot said to me, Andreas, I don't want you distracting. Oh, I get to play my guy. I don't want you to finish distracting the sisters in the library. I need you to finish this commission by the end of April. Keep your conversations with Brother Piero to a minimum. Brother Piero is such a source of wisdom and encouragement for you, though. Indeed, but the rule of the Christian contemplative... Oh my, this game's gonna make me sound really dumb. Indeed, but the rule of the Christian contemplative life demands that the brothers not engage in idle chattering. Jesus Christ, what a pack of dullards. Be happy you're only stuck here for a few months, Andreas. How did you reply to the abbot, Andreas? So my name is Andreas. I apologized and said I'd avoid unnecessary conversation in the future. I replied that the rule was for him, not for me. I'm an artist, not a monk. As illuminating as your conversations may be, there is much to learn in your own work. Fix my angle. My brother Piero helps Andreas understand his work. His experience is invaluable to a young artist. Oh, my brightness. Oh, that's way too low. Brother Pierre helps Andreas understand his work. His experience is invaluable to any young artist. Why would the asshole Abbot Carroll is concerned with the money he can wring out of the boy? Despite the abbot's iron interest in doing soon, you will have finished both of the abbot's work as well as your masterpiece. And then you will return to Nuremberg, where a marriage and your new life as a master awaits. Yes, marriage to someone he has never met, hardly ideal. Well, the alternative is becoming a philosopher. Oh, Jesus, then you should definitely get married. Is she pretty at least? That's what my brother said in his letter, but maybe he's just trying to lift my spirits. I'll say that one. It is growing late. The wait of time stops for no man, Andreas. I fear you must leave. True, Your Majesty. Will you visit us again soon? Well, I can always dream of this place, Your Majesty. Hopefully, but it's out of my control, Your Majesty. Trust in Providence. Grobian, please see Andreas home safely. Of course, Your Majesty. Until next time, Andreas. Until next time, Your Majesty. Pay no mind to the other fools, Andreas. I never do. They said whatever was stop stepping on my feet. Watch where you're going. They're fools, Andreas. There's no point in trying to teach them anything. I know old John wants you to enjoy the abbot's ship. Since I can take you home, I get the last word. Don't let him win you, ragged boy. It'll be fun. I don't want to cause any trouble. Just stand up for yourself. Ah! Would you please? I give up. Take me home, Grobian. As you wish, Andreas. Well, now I feel like my brightness is too low. Oh, move. Why won't you move? Oh, there it goes. Sheesh, it wouldn't work for a second. Good morning, Ursula. Dome under the... Time to get up. 1. The Baron, April 1518. A few more pages back to the Abbey. Wait, oh shoot. Another day, another few pages for the Abbot, and hopefully a few for myself. I need to get across town and head up to the Abbey so I can start work for the day for this, Nuremberg. Journal. Map. People, Brother Piero. Glossary. Okay. Oh, it is 100% point and click, so I haven't even got to use the keyboard. Okay. What's this? I really should clean this up. The Picatrix, Key of the Solomon. The Heptameron, Prior Ferrant keeps giving me a lot of these books to read. Go to bed. I don't think I need to go to bed now. Gertner guest room. Talk to Ursula. I'm gonna... Talk to Clara. Good morning, Andreas. Did you sleep well? Quite well, actually. Thank you. I'm so glad to hear it. Anyway, I know you'll be off to the Abbey, so I packed you some food. Almond cheese and some of the rye from the Albans. Otto wanted me to ask you to join him for dinner in the Abbey. Otto stopped by? Yes, around dawn. Here you are, Andreas. Would it be too much trouble if you paid next month's rent today? And if we raised it by 2 groschen? I hate to ask, but we're behind on our taxes to the Abbey, 2 months behind. Peter's losing his hair over it, even more than usual, I mean. I suppose that's not the question. I can't promise anything. I'll see what I can do. Of course, I understand. I hate to even ask of you. Our taxes get harder to pay every year. Peter works hard about it, but never seems to like it enough. St. Luke bless you. Thank you for helping us out. Speaking of St. Luke, how is the masterpiece coming along? It's been 2 months now, hasn't it? Slowly, I'm afraid. Most of my days are spent looking for the Abbey. It's only during the Divine Office that Prior Ferret allows me to work on my masterpiece. A reasonable restriction, but slow going. The City Council doesn't require it to become a master. I'm making it mostly to show clients and for my own sake. I guess when I do finish, I will go back to Nuremberg, where I will marry and open a workshop of my own. From Nuremberg to a university, and now to traveling the world as an artist. What if a life I have Master Andreas? This is supposed to feel like I'm starting a new chapter in my life. After some wandering. Certainly not anyone in passing? Not sure what that says. Anyway, I don't know. I hear about art. I will have seen you sketch such beautiful things in your little book. Your masterpiece must be wonderful. It's getting there. Hard work will get you all the way. That's what my father used to say. God rest his soul. Now I have to get back to work on my own. Have a good day at Abbey Andreas, and Vespers for supper. That's not, but thank you. Klaus and Drucker invited me for supper. Of course, please say hello to Drucker first. Of course, until later, Klaus. Let's talk to Eva. Let's go out to the farm. Let's talk to Peter. Andreas. Who's this guy? Morning, Andreas. Morning, Big Jord. How's it go? Or is that George? How's it going? You working today? Just taking a rest for a bit. Dad's still in the field. He hit a big rock with the 2 plow, and it took my Lord knows how long to pull it out. You off to the Abbey? Every day. Every day but Sunday, right? Thank God for Sundays. Smells like a storm's coming, no? Huh? Just smells like fresh alpine air to me. You've been traveling too much. Where was it you spent your wandering before you came to Tassing? Pick a background that will affect your character's choices going forward. Press and hold to confirm your choice. Andreas knows some Italian and French and can reference cultural touchstones from Basel and nearby Bern, Zurich, and Freiburg. Flanders. Andreas knows some Dutch and French and can Antwerp, Bruges, and Ghent. There's a little Italian, a little Greek, and from Florence, Venice, and Milan. I do Italy. That sounds cute. Italy, Florence for a while, but Venice and Milan as well. Italy? No wonder your senses are dull. You've been down there too long. Spend enough time in the mountains and you'll be able to smell a storm coming. How long will that take? 10, 15 years? I don't think I have that long, Big George. What did you spend all the time in Italy doing anyways? Other than art, I mean. So I'm still picking backgrounds. Andreas devotes much of his time to self-promotion, optimizing business expenses, investments, balancing his books. Getting involved in petty paramount crimes, fistfights, bookworm. Was it all this time to art? I'm gonna say I'm not a businessman. Learning how to run a business deal will come with time, but how to manage finances, deal with clients. I have to secure my place in the world when I become master. Then, that's going to become from coin. You're a smart man, Andreas. Wish I could say anyone in my family knew anything about business. Most years you barely have enough to get by. The peasant's lot, I suppose. Anyway, I have to get going. Peter, George, let's go. Dad's already acting like I'm taking too long, even though I did all the work to get that rock out. See you later, Andreas. Until later. So that takes me to the commons. Ill Peter. Who's Ill Peter? God bless you. Andreas. Oh yes, Andreas. This weather's been god-awful. This town's gone to shit since my days. I don't think the townsfolk can do much about the weather. Were things very different when you were young? As different as beer and piss. The old abbot didn't bother us as much as our customs. He didn't mind if we were left a little offering to Procenta to keep the skies clear, the weather fair. Matthias knew that Christ was in our hearts, even if the White Lady's name is on our lips. I think the spirits have been fighting the weathers, since no one follows the customs anymore. I thought St. Lawrence protected Tassie. Sharper than you look, eh? The saints weren't the first to watch over Tassie. My father knew that old Rannig Kemper knew that. That bastard abbot may not like it, but some of us keep the traditions alive. What do these traditions entail? When you get up in the night to take a piss, go around the right side of the house and never go back the same way. That way the witches don't steal your soul. Cough, cough. I should go. Go that way. Let's go to the commons. Gertner Farm, can't go that way. Andrew Schmidt's smithy is so much smaller than the one he uses at the Abbey. Let's talk to Andreas. Hello, Andreas. Cutscene. Martin, please, can you give me a hand here? What do you want? I'm keeping an eye on him. That looks like a lot like standing there and doing nothing. Martin, for Christ's sake, help your cousin. Morning, Andreas. Excuse us, one of the fence rails fell and people sheep started hopping it. Ever handled sheep before? Then no, but thank you. Christian of you to offer. Oh look, there's something going on up at the Steinhauser's place. Who's that on a horse? Looks rich. I don't know, Martin, but Lucky is giving him an earful. I haven't seen Lucky that worked up since Peter and Clara's wedding, when Johann pulled his pants down. Knocked two of my man's teeth out. You don't want to feel that strength behind stonemason's ankle. You think he's a noble? He looks really rich. Damn it, Martin. Stay out of the trouble for once. What, Aunt Hetty? Behave yourself. Don't we have enough to deal with right now? Andreas, if you wouldn't mind moving your skinny little body up the road, we need to get these two under control. Of course, see you later. Eat shit, Andreas. go with the easy-to-read font. I can already tell it's just going to be a more enjoyable experience. I'll be able to read faster. It didn't last very long, me playing it probably the way it's meant to be played. Okay, so I still can't go up that way. Let's go over here. It's locked. Let's talk to Klaus. Morning, Andreas. How's it going? Morning, Klaus. Another day at the Abbey. Another few hours to work on my masterpiece. Good to hear. You still coming by for supper tonight? Marie and Burr would love to see you. I really need to see these new woodcuts I have for an Italian edition of Till, Eula, and Spiegel. I didn't realize Father Thomas let you print books in Italian. Come on, Andreas. He's not that strict. I know he's just trying to protect people from... He doesn't mind those so much, actually. No? As long as they don't get too carnal. Oh. So supper tonight after Vespers? Of course, thank you. Great, I'll tell Marie and Bert you're coming. See you then. See you later. I'll come back south. No, I can't go down? Oh, I can only go sideways. Thomas. God bless Master Mahler. I hope your week is going well. Thank you, Father. So I just went over the top of the hill to get to work. Good, Andreas. I don't recall seeing you at Sunday morning Mass. You understand how important it is for your salvation that you receive Holy Communion, don't you? Yes, I apologize, Father Thomas. You don't have to make a promise to me, but our salvation is contingent on the... Oh my, what a blessed day to receive such an illustrious visitor. Master Mahler, this is Lorenz Baron of Rothvogel, the great lord from the countryside near Worms. Good to see you, Father Thomas. It's nice to be remembered fondly. I only wish all of your neighbors were as welcoming. Well, yes. It brings you back to our little town. My wife and I were returning from a trip to Venice. We spent a few days in Innsbruck, and it was terribly dull. I mean, it has a certain charm common to these alpine cities, but the place was crawling with nobles for the Emperor's diet. The Emperor? Was he there? Did you see him? Oh, briefly, but he was sitting for a portrait at the time quite lovely. I didn't want to bother him on the painting. I'm sure you know him, an older man from Nuremberg with enough of a reputation to paint the Emperor. Well, 2 artists from Nuremberg in a week, what are the odds? You know, my wife wanted to stay a bit longer in Innsbruck, and I decided to ride ahead to make a visit to Kirsau. I heard Father Matthias died shortly after my last visit, of course. A great loss for the Abbey and for us all. Indeed, by good fortune, I recently came across a copy of the Historia ChazmaN's he was reading during my last visit. Father Matthias was hoping to find a second copy to corroborate the contents of the first. It contains some fascinating details about the history of this place. I'm afraid they might even cause a bit of a scandal. Ah, yes, But I must be off. There will be enough time to discuss Tassing's past later. I commissioned a manuscript from the Abbey from Father Bruno, and I have come to check on its progress. Oh, my lord, if you have come to see your manuscript, you should speak with young Master Mahler here. Andreas is a journeyman artist from Nuremberg for the next few months. He's also helping in the Abbey's scriptorium. A Nuremberg artist working in an Abbey scriptorium in 1518. Oh, we should talk, Andreas. I must know the story. Of course it is. I'll have a word with the abbot if it makes a fuss. And if he still makes a fuss, I'll have a word with the Prince Bishop of Friesen, a good friend of mine. Thank you for the introduction, Father Thomas. Come to your supper at the abbey tonight. I'm inviting you to the abbot's table. Did the abbot invite me? Oh, don't worry about it, Father. Just show up to Vespers. What is it going to do? Refuse us? Excellent. We will see you then. Niklaus, I'm dismounting, run ahead of us, take the horse to the Abbey guest house. I'd like to take my time talking with Master Mahler. I'll meet you there. At once, my lord. So then, a journeyman from Nuremberg. Forgive me for saying, but you seem a little old to not yet be a master. Are you unmarried? No, I'm not married, but in truth, I came to my vacation later than my father and brothers. I was in university for a number of years at Erfurt. Erfurt, wonderful, the same university as Martin Luther. Have you read his works? Tremendous mind. He says things about the church that should have been said years ago. Might get him into trouble, but he's a brave man, brilliant man. Wait, you may have even met him, did you? You must tell me. No, he was a few later years ahead of me. I agree wholeheartedly. I simply must meet him if I get the chance. I wonder if the good brothers of the Abbey have heard of him. Perhaps they even have read his list of 95 these against the church. Father Matthias was not above having a lively debate. I hope Father Gernot does not disappoint in that regard. But enough about Luther for now. Tell me about your university studies. No, my family is merely wealthy enough to provide him with all the books and tutors a child could dream of. I love all knowledge from Aristotle to Cicero to Ficino and Erasmus. Everyone in between is yet to come. I may have misjudged the Baron. It seems he is as well read as any university student. In truth, I am simply happy enough to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? No, I didn't. Only a master's degree. I started working toward a doctorate but didn't finish. Oh, that's a shame. Well, what was your area of study? Medicine. The basis of human... No. Fracture systems and laws that govern the various states of the Holy Roman Empire. Let's do Imperial. Law. I suppose I could practice in Nuremberg. I never had much interest in the subject, honestly. A bit dull for my taste. Besides, the Empire is such a mess of jurisdictions, Bavarian law, Rhenish law, Franconian law, nonsense. I'd use my money to pay someone who studied the nonsense to learn it myself. If I had any faith, I would have prayed never show your face again. Curse you, Lorenz, Ralph Vogel, purchase dog, tearing you to pieces would be too kind to fate. These rustic communities display a shocking lack of hospitality, don't you think? Who knows, by the time I finish guessing, the old throne will probably be dead. Well, what of your early time in university? Every student must study the trivium and quadrivium, yes? Did you have a favorite subject? Latinist. Short command of Latin grammar, vocabulary. You can also easily recall. Implicates information as he receives it. Is like that. Calculations. Definitely not logician. I'm just trying to think of things that kind of, I don't know, kind of represent me as a person. Rhetoric, skilled teacher, persuader, public speaker, that is not me. So endangering amount of theoretical and practical knowledge about alchemy, necromancy, constellations, heavenly bodies and their movement, various plants and animals. I guess if I were to say, because I don't think I'm good at any of these things, but if I wanted to be better at knowledge of any of these things, it'd probably be orator, because I'm not a super loud talkative person. I wish I was more social, I guess, in aspects, so we'll go with that. The art of persuasion, naturally, rhetoric. I assume you studied the Greeks and Romans both? Yes, Aristotle and Cicero, of course, but also Christian thinkers like Augustine and Thomas Aquinas. True, we have less use for public discourse than senators did in the Roman public. Exactly, the doctors of the church weren't trying to persuade politicians, but to move the mind toward Christian truth. Still, the principles remain the same. I invent your arguments, then arrange style, and internalize them before delivering them to your audience. Splendid, but I suppose an artist has little use for rhetoric, especially in a place such as this. Not true, rhetoric is also an art, and like other forms of art, it should be created for the audience and its purpose. It can be practiced as easily in the streets of a rural town as in the Curia of Rome. Well put. And your other studies, was there anything else you excelled at? A lot of setup here, huh? Sorry, got distracted. I was looking at the score of the game. Ah. No, go back. Alright. Okay, so I need to pick a background. Something else I was strong in. So if I was good at orator... Latin. I would go ahead with that. I focused on Latin. It's useful in so many ways, but especially for understanding manuscripts. Wonderful, a beautiful language used in the greatest empire of the ancient world. Tell me, what is your favorite sententia? Remember to tell the tale of another's kindness many times, but whatever kind deed you do for others, keep quiet. Haha, but using Erasmus is cheating. A little bit, but Erasmus is paraphrasing Aristotle. Fair, if you don't mind dipping your Latin cup into the Greek well. Ah, there's the Abbey. I have good memories of this place and my father Matthias. I was sad to hear of his passing. How did you come to know him? How did you come to know of Kearsarge at all? My family have been patrons of Kearsarge for I don't know how many generations. Some years ago I heard that Kearsarge still had a wonderful library and artisans. Professional artists have taken over most manuscript production, so I was shocked to find an active scriptorium here. Ah, well, perhaps it is nostalgia that brings me back here. I commissioned a manuscript of Father Grinnell a year ago. I thought I would stop by to check on the progress. Wait, are you the artist working on it? It's a prayer book with 20 illustrations. I know the work, but no, I do know the artist, the Venerable Brother Piero. How venerable. He still has his wits and skills, if that's what concerns you. Brother Piero has an incredible talent with color, and I very much look forward to seeing you. Niklaus, tend to the horses and the baggage. I'm heading up to the Abbey. Yes, my lord. This is so old-timey. I love it. Well, let's not keep the abbot waiting any longer. And quite unusual for a Benedictine house to have monks and nuns, even if they are separated. The church closed most of them centuries ago. But then Kearsarge is a place out of time in more ways than one. Sorry about that. Do you know Mother Cecilia? She seemed to recognize you. We are quite acquainted, yes. Let's leave it at that. Ah, you must be Father Grinnell. I am Lorenz, Baron of... Yes, the Baron of Rothvogel. So wonderful to have you here again. We actually did meet on your last visit. Ah, if you say so. I'm not good with remembering faces. Please forgive me, my lord, but I wasn't expecting you for another few days. Yes, I know, but I wrote it. I just couldn't wait to see my manuscript. I'm sure it's no trouble. Well, yes, I mean, no, it's no trouble. Did you want to see it now? Oh, in a moment. I could do with a bit of refreshment, though. May I grab something from the kitchen? Yes, certainly I will. I will meet you there. Andreas, I don't know what you were doing with the Baron, but I need you in the scriptorium now. Maybe I could just convince Brother Matthew to pay me early. Find a way to get paid the Gertner's taxes. Oh, now it feels like things have opened up. The store must lead to the rest of the convent, not for me. Prioress's house. Hey, it's that lady. To convent bargain. Oh, that puts me back outside. Cecilia. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Mother Cecilia. Is there something I can help you with? What concern of it is of yours? You said much in saying nothing. Now I will say even less. Good day, Andreas. Oops. I ticked off the nun. Painting of Hildegard of Bingen, mother of Cecilia's favorite. Matilda, God bless you, Master Mahler. How are you doing? Mother Cecilia doesn't like us talking amendments. It's necessary to perform our work. Oh, forgive me. Sorry about you. Thank you, Master Mahler. Pet mouse finder. Sophie. But I cannot speak with men. Oh, my apologies. God bless you. As well as you, sister. Her herbs here. Okay, so that's everything here looked at. Let's go to the shrine. A reliquary containing the hand of St. Maurice, which is said to have held once the Holy Lance. Elizabeth, God bless you, Master Mahler. Gertrude, God bless you, Master Mahler. How goes your work on the scriptorium? Very well, thank you. Well, I guess you remember using Saffron Agnes that we received yesterday. What Saffron? Really? Where did you bury that? Sister Matilda saw her in the Albans. Maybe you can convince Prior Farron to get for some of your yellows. Good to know. How's Mousfinger? She's around here and there, hopefully getting to the baby rabbits before Sister Matilda does. Until later. Bless you, Andreas. May you see the shrine of some Margaret. God bless you, Brother Piero. No, wait, it's Master Mahler. I thought you couldn't see Sister Margaret. During the day I can see some colors. How do you know it was me? You and Brother Pierre both smell the pigments you use. But you are taller and you never smell to you like fish or burned almonds. Well, I wouldn't know. God save me from the temptations of beautiful men. You'll just have to trust me then. Not a chance. Have a good day, Sister Margaret. Matthew mentioned pilgrims. Okay, done here. Okay, so that takes me back to the lower Abbey. Cloister. I guess let's head to the lower just to see what's going on here. Guest house. Probably means it's empty. Oh, there's somebody there. McDowell's. God be with you, Andreas. Rabbit house. That's closed off. Meadow. Go to the mill. Roman ruins, Lenhart. Morning, you're the Gertner's border, aren't you? How could you tell? You look like a man of means, quite unlike the Gertners. They're rustic folk, to be sure. The only one among them with a mind is Eva. They're a smart girl. How is she, by the way? She's fine. Why am I curious? She used to bring their barley tea, but Peter insists on delivering it now. A shame. She'd shown security with the mill. I hope to foster that. It's a handsome mill. She's the only windmill in the area. Did you know? It's strict and exact detail from their specifications. The gem of the Alps, and none of the curious adults here can appreciate it, except you. Later, Mahler. Hello? Alright, I don't believe we talked before. Andre is staying with the Gertners. Oh, but you're not a farmer. Why are you living with the farmers? They're letting me board with them while I work in the Abbey Sectorium. You're a monk? I'm an artist. Oh, like you do drawings? Drawing, painting, calligraphy. If it doesn't appear in a book, I can put it there. Oh, is that how you get money? Alright, it's a job. Let me get that 900 in chat. Says my mic is too static. Mic is too static. Hello, hello. I wonder if I could... let me check it out. Sorry, I mean, if it... Let me see if it has a problem. We'll be back, one sec. No, it's not. You're fine. I definitely... No, I thought there was an additional static. I think naturally you're right. I've actually noticed it on many of my streams that that my current mic that I have does have it. No, I do... Oh, thanks for joining the lunch show. I do think this mic... I've had this mic for a while now, and I do think this mic has like a subtle static background in it. Well, I'll talk to you later about it, but it's definitely something I noticed as well in my streams. Probably sometime next year it is something I'm going to fix. I think it's because I got a cheap mic. It's not cheap. I got a Snowball, but it's like $100. I think what I need to do eventually is get like a much better mic. And I've talked about it, but I also need to start getting what a lot of people do to block out audio or to keep audio from bouncing everywhere. Is they use like these foam padding on the walls that helps soak up audio to help it easier. So eventually I do think I need to upgrade some of my audio that I have going on. But yeah, I was just making sure that there wasn't like additional static. I mean, for the most part, it kind of, to me, it sounds like it normally does. But I will agree. I agree with you. There is a static that's there. And thank you guys for joining. It's nice to have you here. I'm playing something. Just started playing something totally weird. So hopefully you guys are still as interested in this game as some of the more exciting ones so far. This one's been very dialogue heavy. Lots of talking. It's basically the point of it. It's a point-and-click adventure, so... Alright, so, good thing. Thanks for letting me know about the audio. I at least appreciate, if there's something there, looking at it just to make sure. Alright, so, who was I talking to? This little kid. I didn't, my dad says drawing is stupid, it's not worth anything. Do you like to draw, Paul? Yes. More than anything, but I do it where Dad can't see. He gets mad. I'm sorry to hear that. But if it means a lot to you, maybe he doesn't need to know. Can I tell you a secret? Sometimes I draw on the ruins in the meadow where Dad can't see. What do you draw? Cats, Mom, I don't know, stuff. Probably shouldn't be talking to you, Dad won't like it. You're probably right, I'll go. Until later, Paul, keep drawing, alright? I will, bye. Puppy. Elsie? Good morning. Forgive me. I've forgotten your name. Andreas Mahler, master artist. A master at such a young age. It's impressive. Well, I admit I'm not quite a master yet, still finishing my masterpiece. What is that like? Fulfilling your dream. I wish I could dream. You can. You have the right, just like everyone. To do what? Have my family to care for. Unharmed Paul, my sweetie angel. The mill. Yes, that's me. I heard Clara and Eve either had an artist boarding with them. That must be very exciting. Perhaps Eva more than Clara? I only meant living on a farm among the townspeople. Oh, almost messed up. Isn't it very lively? Only when Peter starts raving about the miller's toll. Only when old Peter wakes in the night and can't find the chamber pot. Oh dear. Ursula brings some joy to the household, though. Such a lovely girl. Seemed like a good kid. Paul a darling, but so shy. I pray the Lord someday may bless us with a daughter. Elsie, have you finished with your gavel? There's work that needs doing. Oh no. I'm sorry, I have to get to my labors. Of course, I apologize if I bother you. Until later, Mistress Miller. Until then. Church and Druckers. Okay, so I've been here. Can I go that way? What's this way? Forest? I think the forest takes me back there. Most of the felling is for the Abbey's renovation of firewood, the town of fire sticks. Who's at home? Who's home? Old Smoky. Oh, Master Molly. Yes? We met once before. I think you were drawing something by the waterfall. I'm Smoky, well, Adam, but people call me Smoky. Yes, I remember. Oh, good. So, is there anything I can do for you? No, just being friendly. Of course, good to see you. Until next time, Master Molly. Until then. Backslav? Oh, hello. Hello, you're not a local, are you? No, I'm staying in Tassie only briefly. Why stay out here in the forest? People don't like Romani. Most folk despise anything that's different. I like staying on the edge of town. You're the artist staying at the carousel. Yeah, just visiting Taz for some time. My name is Andreas. I'm getting smaller. Nice to meet you. My first intent to come down here for a talk. Right, I'm Backslide, a traveling tinker. Travel from place to place, sharpen knives, mend small things, any vendor, that sort of thing. Invite you to town. Well, actually, I came to visit Carousel's library. I hoped for one of the monks to read them to me, but the abbot wouldn't let me in. How do we know as a grumpy old man? What were you looking for? Oh, well, I explained I was looking for a text about the elements. If they're primordial, as Aristotle says, then God didn't create them. They exist with him since the dawn of time. That's a fascinating idea. Not only that, but it explains the presence of the angels and demons before the creation of the world. Of the 5 elements, angels are fire and air, and demons water and earth. And the world was ether before the Lord formed it. That's why Satan appeared as a snake to Eve. Snakes can only grow in deep caves and pools. Never considered that way before. You might be onto something. I do not expect such open dialogue with you, Master Mauler. Few men with your stature would entertain such ideas as someone like me. Anyway, I should go back to work. Until later, Backslide. So let's continue on this way. Takes me to a meadow, shrine of something. Sure, let's check this area out. Shrine of Satya. Carving of Saint Satya looks quite old. Okay, nothing else here. Let's go to the waterfall. Rotten and full of bugs. No wonder Otto has it split it up. Old Otto. Good to see you, Andreas. The waterfall must flow down from the snowmelt into the mountains of the Abbey. Old Salt Mine. Tassie's Old Salt Mine, how the town made money before the Imperial Road opened up. Okay. So now I need to kind of just continue on. Before, I guess let's go into the cloister. Infirmary. Saint Luke, the patron of artisans, the patron of healers. The medicines made by Agnes Florian. God bless you, Andreas. Brother Florian, how are you? The brothers and sisters are well, so I am well, thank God. Andreas, have you spoken to Cloud Strucker lately? Yes, quite recently. Why? I believe you may be receiving a medical text from Bologna soon. I'm quite interested in it. Saligir, El Italiano. Can you read Italian? No, a little Italian, and my Latin is not as good as I would like. I was hoping Brother Piero could help me with it at the time. I'm sure he'll make the time. He's a patient teacher. That he is. I will see you later, Andreas. Until then. So much dialogue. It's all reading in this game. Chapter house. What is a chapter house? Dance of Death mural. Father Matthias had painted 3 days, years before his birth. Death. It's beautiful. Large garden. Oh my gosh, this place is huge. Takes me back to the cloister. Abbot House. Ah, there's Gernot. Andreas. God bless you, Father Gernot. I want to speak for you on behalf of the Gertners. The Gertners, what about them? Andreas, I'm not sure what you hope to accomplish with this. Financial agreements between the Abbey and the Gertners are none of your business. They are. Now that the rest of my, maybe not a long one, Father. The coin will circle anyway from you, to me, to the Gertners, back to you. Can you just let this payment go? Absolutely not. Kursaw makes no come to the church of this land. The Gertners have responsibility to uphold their end of the agreement if they wish to farm the land. That's locked. Goodness, why is this place so big? Large garden. There's a cellar. It takes me back into the cloister. I think a refectory? This place is too big. I was in here already. Talk to Lucas. Hello, Andreas. How does the kitchen? Is Brother Westlaw working you hard? Not too bad, Brother Westlaw was nice to me. It's Father Abbott and the Prior who make things hard. Also, I shouldn't complain, they just like their food a certain way, and I'm not good at cooking yet. I'm sure Brother Westlaw will teach you well in time. Brother Adok complains about his food too, but he complains to Brother Westlaw. From Cornwall, I don't know where that is. It's a land to the west across the sea where they all eat fish. Sounds miserable, but that's always the complaints about the fish. He just likes to complain, I think. Don't lose heart, Brother Lucas. You're still learning. I'll see you later, Andreas. Until later. Good morning, Andreas. How's living with the Gertners? Cemetery here too? My goodness. What is that? Pilgrim badges of St. Moritz and Eurus make these. Nothing here. So that's locked. Volk Oh, the cemetery. Monument to the founder of the Abbey. It's fairly recent. The funds were donated by local citizens. There's still more places here. Holy cow. That's to the cloister. What's this? What's an Old Bailey? Prior's house. What's this? A Volvo? I've seen this before in astronomy medical checks. What's this one for? 2 wheels. The top wheel has Greek letters and holes cut out to reveal Latin letters underneath. At the outer edge of the lower, find an elemental symbol. 24 holes, enough to cover all letters in Greek and Latin. A quarter turn of the upper disc aligns a different elemental symbol with the top of the lower disc. That reveals a different set of letters underneath. Cybercrimes. I think I say no. It says we can do something else around here. Sheesh. That's confusing. There's a scriptorium that takes me back to the cemetery. Church. So let's go into the scriptorium. Guy. Good day, Andreas. How's your morning going, guys? Contracts for the Abbot. You making contracts or manuscripts? I honestly don't care. When the Abbot is impressed, you can move on Genesis to Judgment. Ah, there's Piero. God bless you, Andreas. How are you feeling today, Brother Eric? Oh, Mel. Oh, Mel, that's easy. I am well. Well done, my son. Deserve I give you heart one later. I look forward to all of your anagrams, brother. Literal nuts. Oh, yes, until then. What? I totally missed whatever was going on there. Andreas, God bless you. Good to see you. Good morning, Brother Pierre. Good to see you as well. I don't like this weather. My bones ache. I need the storms are coming. Big George Gertner says that if you live here 10 or 15 years, you can smell storms coming. Just been here long enough that you can always smell something. Don't forget, Brother God, afraid of the youth who jeer the age of prophet Elisha outside of Bethel. Are you comparing yourself to a prophet, Brother Adolf? I am comparing you to an impotent youth, whom the Lord, with his ineffable wisdom, may choose to strike down. I'm old, Andreas. I always fight against the stinks of the fire of 1,000 wasps, but I will pray to God for the strength to endure this wickedness. Well, everyone seems quite lively. I suppose that means Prior Farron is not overseeing this today. You feign kindness to Father Abbott and only to speak to about them like this behind their backs. It's shameful. Oh no, a manuscript. He also realized that, to see his manuscript, I still able to force that. That's why he's visiting. Perhaps if you were younger and faster, you wouldn't need to worry so much about the patient's visit. Anyway, what's the problem? I'm just one client. He has to wait like anyone else. Andreas Byron, not like anyone else. His very powerful friends, including the Prince Bishop of Freezing. Kurosawa's already had a favorite. Father Abbott does not want to have to deal with more attention. Well, if Prior Farron isn't here, I'm going to work on my masterpiece until he arrives. Oh, that's right, I need to reference the EnteR Mauer manuscripts. What do you want, Andreas? The book, the EnteR Mauer manuscript, the Book of Hours. My hair looks messy today. Did you get enough sleep? What do you mean? I mean, did you sleep alone, or... Why do you want to know? It would be nice to have something to think about during divine reading. It's all the way upstairs. Can you get it without it? Well, I can't either. It's not work. No, I'm complaining. Isn't this your job? Really? My feet hurt and the stairs are so steep. I'm just going to ask Illuminata to get it. Sister Illuminata. Andreas needs help finding a book and I don't know where it is. Andreas. Sister Illuminati, I'd like to borrow the EnteR manuscript for a group of hours. Yes, I overheard here. Please return it promptly. Andreas, may I see your May I see how your masterpiece is coming? Of course, your painting is always welcome. Yes, the composition is lovely. There is a joyful spirit in the arrangement of the figures. The contrast of colors is also quite nice, rich and beautiful on their own, but not overpowering the scene. It's an excellent interpretation of someone else's work. My son, you're copying the illustration from the EnteR manuscript almost exactly. So what's wrong with that? Haven't I improved on it? Aesthetically, yes, it's wonderful, but I fear I've not given much thought to what it represents. It's November. In November, we show peasants leading their pigs into the forest to forage acorns before the slaughter. Andreas, the peasants here are no longer allowed to forage acorns in the forest. Many great lords and rabbits across the empire have forbidden it, even Father Gano. What difference does it make? This is the way November is painted. That is not the way November is. Art is illusion, storytelling, but in their most sublime form. These images illuminate a path to truth. Most important to me that my clouds is a masterpiece. Yes, but with God's grace, this book of ours will outlive us all. What will it say to those who are future generations, centuries before our comprehension? Some will gaze deep into your lines and paint and seek a deeper meaning. What will they find? But you need not listen to my opinions. They are just thoughts of an old monk. There is no place for the monastic scriptorium anymore. In truth, this is where we meet for public so at a time. Does that make you sad? I admit I'm still fond of the old styles of lettering and illumination, but even in my youth, I knew it could not last. The creation of books and art is no longer the province of monasteries of youth. More people will be able to write, more people will be able to read, and in so doing, brought the truth. I lived a long life and happy to have served the Lord. When he calls for me, I am ready. Is going too much talk. I must ask forgiveness for not honoring the rule. Until later, Andreas. Until later. I feel like something's gonna happen to the old Piero guy, or Pierre. What's going on in here? Andreas, what was that noise? Oh, I'm sorry, Sister Luna. I knocked a bowl of paint on the floor. But then Prior Farron came in and read one of his books, slammed it closed, and left. He was in such a hurry I didn't even think he noticed me. He was slamming book shut. Prior Farron should have better than that. Some of these manuscripts are quite delicate. I think he is on edge since Beowulf Vogel arrived early, which is why a book should not be taken to the library unless it is necessary for divine reading or work on the scriptorium. No, anger is not an appropriate response for a nut. The fact remains that you tricked me into giving that book for no valid reason. Not valid. The one who wrote Masterworks and even now Grayson, Cologne, Fulda, and Mainz? No, it's not unless it pertains to your work or the abbot permits it. Now, if you'll excuse me... Wait, what's all this fuss about Lorenzo Vogel? Why is Prior Farron so nervous? Lorenz, I didn't know you were familiar enough with the man to use his Christian name. Anyway, I haven't dealt with him personally, but the prior and Father Abbot have. I only know that he's purchased a number of our most valuable manuscripts over the years, and he paid enough to keep the Abbey when he needed it. Like what did he buy? I can't remember, you know. I have my own responsibilities to attend to. How about this advice? If you help me recover some missing books, I'll tell you what I know about the world. Thank you for the good of the Abbey. Where should I begin? Out there where you and your cohort have carelessly strewn books around in the scriptorium. I will tell you what books I'm looking for and you return them to me. Volumes of the Aeneid, and it shows the teachers of the gods over his lovely beetle. Even in stories where a man is to be rescued and led, cruel seducers of men and poisoned crones. Like Ito, the ordinary women or the tools and tales, even we can evoke the protagonist of our own story. No woman is not from life and the best to a man is our lot. Suppose I understand now why you like fond being fine poetry for men. The books, if you please. Thank you. Next, Wretched Garin. This is a printed copy. Green cover, diamond pattern. I do not have the size in the ledger, but hopefully this description is enough. Adok was... Is that it right there? Oh, that is it. The beauty of this book truly bellies in its ridiculous content. I'm surprised that Abby owns a copy. We don't. It belongs to the Amadeo Musco of Lugano. It's a Venetian edition that's quite valuable. He loaned it to us 5 years ago. It was subsequently lost, and the Abbot has received 3 letters about it. I've certainly seen the brothers enjoying it. That book is not appropriate reading for Benedictine monks. A baby is sold to pirates, raised a servant, and lives a life of adventure, wooing princesses and fighting in tournaments. You forgot the best part. Me and Garin learns he is royal blood, the son of a duke. He reigns as a king and dies a pious hermit. What's not to love? Benedict, he shall be dreaming of reconciliation with our Lord, not lusty adventures. What's the harm? Fantasy leads to temptation. Temptation has led to the downfall of many men and women. Sometimes yes, but looks like this. It's all the same type of fantasy, isn't it? To die, but better than we are born. And that's what the problem with that. Why shouldn't a peasant dream of being a king? There is neither Jew nor Greek, neither slave nor free, neither male nor female, for you are all in one in Christ Jesus. We may be in one in Christ, but we're not equal in this world. It isn't this world you should be concerned with, Andreas. But the book, Andreas, we must return and borrow the 4th letter. It's not my duty to deprive the brothers of their joy, but return Amadeus whose property, but please. There's only one book left, and you'll be freed from bondage. Dark covers. Now that I think about it, guy has always been guarded about this book, like he was hiding it. What is this anyways? Maybe I should have learned French at some point. What is this? I asked so many questions, just give it to me. Why won't you tell me what this book is? Because it's a dangerous book, Andreas Mahler. One of the previous abbot tolerated it in spite of a papal order to destroy it. 3 French bishops condemned the book while copies were being buried. Its author shared the same fate. What? Why? I don't know, Andreas. It isn't my place to question the judgment of one bishop, much less 3. And before you ask, no, I haven't read it, but I know it contains a dialogue between love and reason. The book is dangerous. When did the bishop condemn it? 200 years ago. But why? Why is it still here? Because Father Matthias loved books, all books. He didn't want to see it destroyed. I can sympathize with him. That's fine, but Father Matthias is gone. It's not my place to question the former abbot's decision, but when Father Gano learned it was in opposition, he wanted to destroy it. Must the book be destroyed? No one even knows it's here. I do, so do Mother Cecilia and Father Gano. Fine, here, take it. Good, it's for the best, thank you. Now then, bear with me quickly though, I need to finish up here soon. Why are you angling at the Baron as a patron someday? So I patronize an outdated abbey and its dying scriptorium. Yes. The library has managed to retain a curious selection of books, and large thanks to the permissiveness of our abbots and librarians. Take the interest of books, as does our prior. I suspect barons are just maybe more experimental than academic. Monks and nuns have been copying these books for centuries. Who has access to them? Corrupting ideas. Text is dangerous. Not that's my place to judge either the prior or the baron, of course. If you say so. I understand there is a flaw that I must correct. That's the bell for sext. The brothers will be sitting down for dinner soon. I should see if Father was around and still wants to eat with me. Alright, well, I'm feeling kind of tired, so I think I'm going to call my stream a little bit early. I don't know, I think this game started, all the reading is starting to kind of, I don't want to say put me to sleep, but it is tiring me out just a little bit. But anyways, this at least was a good place to start with this game. I'm at least happy to have started it. But yeah, maybe tomorrow night I might be back on, so either way, thank you so much for joining me. I know this was a short one, but I don't know. I was at least wanting to start this one. I wanted to kind of start figuring out things with it. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to call it quits there for now. So as always, just want to say thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you on the next stream. Alright guys, night-night.